Yo, what up? All right, another day of Motojitsu practice. Today we got some emergency stopping going on here. I guess we're supposed to go 20 miles an hour, stop within 18 feet. A lot of cool stuff. Doing some good old... That seemed a little slow.
No, it's okay. More front brake in the middle of the stop. You kind of went smooth, and at the end you're like, ah! So a little bit more in the middle.
Okay, got it. Nice. Man, you know what's funny though? I was going 20 miles an hour, and that was 18 feet, and it just felt slow. I don't know, it's because maybe I'm practicing like, you know, stopping at higher speeds or something, but very cool. I enjoy it a lot, man. This is really cool. Man, this is cool. Here we go. All right, 20 miles an hour.
That time, really good stop. Next time, I don't want you to do absolutely nothing until your front tire gets there. Don't move your foot. Don't preload your hands. Both hands on the grips, both feet on the floorboards, and only when you get to those tennis balls.
Then reach. Okay, got it. Cool. All right. Well, what happened was, I don't know if you heard what he said, that what I did was I prepped for the stop. So basically when I came up to the stop, I started covering my front brake, and I start covering my rear brake. But I ride like that anyway, so that's kind of like my, I don't know, because I always try to shave off, you know, that reaction time, because it takes a second to go from the grip to the hand, you know, to the actual control. So what he wants me to do is do nothing until I break the plane of those tennis balls over there. So I'll go give that a shot, see what happens. So that means I'm gonna have to react faster. Cool. All right, here we go.
There you go, really good stop. Everything looked good. Your eyes straight, arms relaxed, front brake, rear brake, everything was really good. I want you to now start doing brown belt. 25 miles per hour, stopping less than 18 feet.
America. Got it. All right. So, brown belt. 25 miles an hour, 18 feet. That works for me. Yeehaw! No, that was good. That felt good. Hey, practice makes permanent, right? But perfect practice makes perfect. So, looks like my, what do you call it? All my practice is paying off. So off to doing brown belt, 25 miles an hour. All right, here we go. 25 miles an hour.
Hold the front brake and just push the bike forward like rocket.
Yeah.
See? So I'm teaching everybody how to look at the suspension to tell what you're doing with the front brake. So it went down all the way to 100%. You need to do a little bit more in the middle of the stop, but you skid it at least 10 feet. So
yeah, I heard it. I heard it. Okay, cool. All right, so I skid it, which is not good, because if you skid, that means you're locking up the brake. So here we go. Woo! Stoppies!
Further back and make sure you're only going 25 and not exceeding that.
Yeah.
But you're going smooth, increasing pressure. You're going like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Let's go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Just a little bit quicker on there, but still way less where you skid another 6 feet.
Again?
Yeah.
Jeez. Alrighty. Man, I keep skidding 6 feet. Well, it's better than 10 feet. Ugh. Okay, here we go. This is good. All right, so I'm going 25. I might have been going faster. So when I'm going through there, I keep trying to think of looking, you know, up, not down, or to the sides, straight ahead like I'm supposed to do. And then he says that I'm going too slow, so which is true. I'm consciously trying not to stab the brakes, you know, jerk or grab or whatever. So I'm trying to, you know, not maybe I'm thinking slow and continuous, but you know, smooth continuous. So I got to pick that up. 1001. I'm going to try it. So here we go. Okay, 25.
So it's about a 6-foot skid with the rear brake again. So look at right here. You didn't even move your hand. You still have that much more to go.
Yeah.
I want you to do more in the middle, so it's smooth in the very first couple feet just to get the suspension to go down.
Yeah.
And then you could go firm. So
okay.
Get on it pretty good. Not grab, but get on it pretty good.
Yeah. I'm consciously trying to work on smooth continuous, but I'm just too slow. So
go back to 20.
All right. I got knocked back down. Okay, so he said go back to 20. Let's try that again. I don't care. I'm going to go 25 again.
Like that. So 20 miles per hour. So I was just telling them, if your front tire skids a little bit, like if your bike's capable, you would do a stoppie.
Right.
That's maximum braking because that's an indicator.
Okay.
An indicator for cruiser style bikes, if you skid a little bit, now you're at maximum. Skids too much, it can easily low side.
Okay.
If it only skids maybe a couple inches, that's maximum braking. The problem, so they skid the front brake, which is the front tire, which is no problem, but the rear is still skidding. So
is it? I'm mashing that rear. Okay. I did 25.
Good.
That was 25. I'm just letting you know. So, all right. So, I'm mashing my rear brake. It's that, you know, we spend our time. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm primarily a car driver before I became a bike, rider. So I have to really combat that whole rear brake thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Is as my bike is tilting forward, with the weight transfer as I'm decelerating, the rear tire is lifting up off the ground. Obviously, if I'm applying more rear brake, I'm going to start skidding instead of it rolling, which gives me traction and control. So I really have to work on that. So we'll work on that. Cool. I got something to work on. But which is nice though, on a positive note, I felt the front brake, the front tire chirp like a little bit at the end, and I stopped within the 18 feet. So that's what I'm talking about.
What we have going on is stopping fast and then getting the hell out of the way fast. So first you have to be able to stop, and if stupid is still texting behind you, you have to be able to stop, realize they're not stopping behind you, quick glance in the mirror, and then go. So you have to be able to combine stopping and taking off. Stop fast, go. And then practicing learning how to take off fast is vitally important, mainly for this reason. And if you waste too much time trying to take off, you do it wrong, too much clutch, too much power, you can loop the bike, you can skid out. It requires just as much practice. But the first priority is learning how to stop fast. That's always number one. Get really good at stopping fast. Then you add, once you come to a stop, bam, you gotta get the hell out of there and go. And have confidence doing that. This is just level 2 out of the 4 levels of stopping fast. There you go, stop fast, go. So he's doing it really well because he's going through slowly. He's stopping the bike completely, he's taking his time, and he's taking off. With better technique, you can go faster. But you can't try to rush it with poor technique. That's how bad things happen. But these guys aren't even stopping, so I'm going to stop everybody. You got to stop first and then go. Practice going, it's not intuitive. If you're not automatically going to be good at taking off fast, you might think, oh, my bike's fast. No, you're going to die because someone's going to hit you from the back. You have to practice launching and actually going correctly. If you do too much throttle and you release the clutch, bam, you can flip the bike. If you release the clutch too fast, you're going to stall the bike. Killed, right? You got to be able to launch and go quickly with the right timing, and it takes practice like you practice anything else. Keep your feet on the ground, go 40 feet, come to a dead stop, just a normal stop. Put your feet back on the ground, go. Do that for a football field. You'll be pretty good at launching, wouldn't you? Stop and then go. I want you to actually come to a dead stop. A lot of you guys are wasting too much damn time worrying about your feet. It's been ingrained into your brain the whole time. I got to take off, I got to put my feet on the pegs. I don't care about your feet. Let them dangle and drag down on the ground. Just get the hell out of the way. There's a car behind you, right? So first I'm going to go through and do a couple of stopping, and then I'll start stopping and then accelerating, stopping, accelerating. So you can see my perspective of what I'm talking about, right? stoppies if I never do little stoppies. So sometimes I purposely do that. I get even harder. I might even do the wrong technique. How much does the brake capable of? How much can I actually squeeze? How high can the rear get before I freak out? I'll take my ABS off. Now let's see what it happens. No more ABS. Let me see if I can disengage this. There we go. Over there. What does that feel like? How do you know what it feels like? What are you going to do when it does happen? If your front tire skids, what are you supposed to do? You ease off the front brake so it can roll again and then get back on it to make sure you stop. But just if you're able to, disengage the stuff. If you can't do it, then you do what you do. But like if I'm practicing and I'm doing emergency braking, stopping, that's exactly what I'll do. I'll come, see how fast I can stop, and I'll take off. And if I go in the stop and take off, and go and take off. But you have to be so comfortable with the brakes, you're not afraid of it. Most people are afraid of their brakes because this is what people say. You touch the brakes, you'll fly over the handlebars. No, you're an idiot. Where's Ariel? I jumped on, he's the only one here that's been one-on-one with me on the back of this bike. How hard are we going through the brakes in the corner? While we're leaning. You think we're gonna crash, but no, it's always how you use the brakes, not the brake itself. The brake is just a brake. If you go like this, oh, you're gonna flip over the handlebars. Or you're gonna crash your bike. It's almost guaranteed. But if you know how to squeeze the brake and get practice and used to that pressure and how much and what, you'll be perfectly fine. But you have to have such extreme confidence with the brake and what you're practicing, or nothing will bother you. I do crazy stuff like this all the time. I could care less if I destroy my tires or whatever. What do I care? I'm saving my life. Next week, if something happens, I could stop. I have no fear about how I can stop really fast. Or if I can't stop, I know it's better to hit the car at 5 miles per hour than 30, so I slow down from 70. Right? At least I know I can stop. At least I know what will happen. I'm not going to freak out and just hope it doesn't happen. You don't rely on hope. That's ridiculous. That's what people that never practice rely on. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope nothing happens. I'm only wearing no gear. I hope I don't crash. Well, I hope I don't either, but I'm still fully geared up. I don't care about how good I think I am. What does it matter? Tires could still slip. Something could still happen. Bike could still break. You might still go tumbling across the ground. Be geared up. You got to practice. So stop.
All right, so my job is to stop. And then go. I could tell when I start concentrating, I probably stopped talking there. So what I need to do is I'm trying to stop, completely stop, and then go, to pretend that, okay, like a car cut in front of me, you know, whatever it might be. Either they slammed on their brakes in front of me, or, you know, blew a stop sign and I got cars behind me and I need to stop and then get the hell out of there. And what he's saying is that we spend too much time from the basic schools of, you know, we stop, put our feet back up, get back in normal position, and then accelerate out. But in real world, it's stop and get the hell out, explode out. So, and it's all about the timing because, well, if you dump the clutch, you stall out, you get hit. So, and then of course, if you go and slowly go out, you get hit. So it's one of those things. That wasn't too bad. Felt like I did good. Man. This time though, honestly, I was focusing more on the front brake than I was in the rear.
The last one was really good.
Right on. Cool. Yeah, pat on the back. Cool. That was awesome. See the cruisers representing here. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Throttle, 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 throttle. My whole big thing is, you know, I got this cruiser And what I want to do is I want to be able to whip it around like one of these sport bikes. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh, well, you can't do that on a cruiser. Watch me. Hold my Gatorade. All right, everybody. Well, that was a really fun practice day today.